Right, hello wine drinking people. Time for more of what I've had to drink yesterday, and our good friend Antoine, the French wine specialist from Cobran, was in to see us. And Antoine always brings us good stuff, man. Louis Jadot, one of my favorite big producers in Burgundy, and they make like 200 different wines, and it's always surprised to see a new one they're coming out with. Who in the marketing department in their right mind would come out with a new wine when you already have 250 wines? Anyways, they've got this Aligoté, which is the first time I ever had it, and it's the other grape that no one knows about from Burgundy. And Aubert de Villaine, the most famous producer in Burgundy, has got a vineyard in Bouzeron, which they get some of the fruit here for. He and Jacques, I guess, are good friends, or Pierre-Henri Gagné, the two guys that ran Jadot for years. And this is a 2.5 hectare 850 case production wine, and man, like I said, they have got so many wines already. This is a great example of Aligoté, really bright and fresh, a lot of the chalky, minerally nuance, lemon zest, green apple, you know, a very good little entry-level Burgundy at $24, and 2013 showing a lot of charm and early drinkability. Just like this Bourgogne La Chapitre, which is a single vineyard Côte de Nuit Bourgogne of only 900 cases, 2 acres, and it is still a Bourgogne. And for Louis Jadot, who owns a lot of that market, you know, Bourgogne, he's already got a Bourgogne. It looks exactly like his other one, but it has this other name on it for $37.50. I'm not saying it's not worth that. I'm just saying it's a really tough sell, and we sell a lot of Jadot wines. And this wine's got a beautiful nose, though, really black and red berry fruit, nice touch of earth and spice there, smooth and silky on the tongue, and that earth and spice showing, some fine herbs, nice complexity for a Bourgogne, and it'll probably age very nicely for 3 to 5 years at least. You may want to hold on to it for a couple years. They may never make it again. It may be, you know, just a one-off thing, because like I said, Bourgogne for $37.50. Hoo-ah. All right, the Residence, Yamhill Carlton. Hey, you know, what do you want to go in your second career if you're a winemaker that's worked for, you know, one of the top properties in Burgundy, and you're Jacques Lardier? Well, you want to go do something new in Oregon, new and exciting, and that's where Jacques is leading out his second career with his Residence wine. Louis Jadot recently bought property there, and Jacques put his hand up and volunteered to go off and head up the project. This is the first vintage of this new wine, and let me tell you, man, a beautiful effort, a really nice earthy kind of driven bouquet. There are herbs, mints, truffles, red berry fruits, and brown spices. This wine is a very big wine on the palate. Lots of everything. This 2013 vintage showing a lot of fruit here, but good structure as well, and some tannins and a firm hand of acidity. This is most excellent juice. A wonderful first effort from one of the top guys from Burgundy. At $71.25, not cheap, but good wine is not cheap. Cheap wine is not good. And Domaine Zin, Umbric, Clos, Saint Urbain, Pinot Gris, Rangan. Wow, now you have my attention. The 2012 vintage, maybe not as structured as not as going to be as long-lived as some other vintages of this wine. And this is one of the 51 Grand Crus of Alsace from one of the top producers in Umbric. Makes more of a sweeter, richer style. And this wine definitely showcasing that. Even a little botrytis showing in this wine, that honeyed character you get from the noble rot, and peaches, apricots, this honeysuckle floral note. Really rich, decadent Pinot Gris, and even more coming out on the second day as this wine opens. It's got a fruit cocktail kind of fruit to it on the palate, and the acidity's not high. It's not a blockbuster, but man, what a complex wine. You want to drink this sooner than later. I just love great Grand Cru Alsace from Zin Umbric. What an incredible wine. A nice showing here, even though the first two wines really may not be viable for us. Definitely will drink them with you anytime, Antoine. I'm your host, Andrew Lampasoni, signing off for the Wine Watch, saying remember, always drink the good stuff first.